A little uncomfortable for me.
I would say so. By the way, it's Real Honesty with Jonn Ritland and...
The biggest lad.
Yeah, and also...
The Durbinator.
Yes. This is a review of Halloween 2018. Just got out of it.
One sec.
Basically, a review to Halloween 2018. We just got out of it, and... Well, we'll get into spoilers later.
Yes, skip to this point. Right here.
Yeah.
Right here. That's the point you wish to skip to if you wish to avoid any and all spoilers.
Yeah.
Well, spoilers... No, sorry. If you wish to see the spoilers, you go to that mark.
Yes. But for now, we're going to talk about what we thought of the movie. So, okay, basically, if you saw the trailer, if you haven't seen Halloween, you're not going to have a damn clue what's going on in this one.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll get half of the entertainment about... No, you'll get quite a bit of entertainment out of this movie.
You still will.
There's a lot of self-referential moments.
You could tell that David Gordon Green, as the director, by the way, he enjoyed paying homage to John Carpenter, and John Carpenter even signed off on this.
Yes.
And that's saying something, because this guy also made Ghosts of Mars. And
oh, dear God.
I love John Carpenter. I mean, of course, people say, I love John Carpenter's Thing, The Thing. Like, yeah, you might want to put the in there. The. Is it like the Vavitch?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Like a Sandvavitch?
He directed Your Highness. That comedy. The medieval one that had, weird people. And The Sitter. Yeah, he directed a whole bunch of stuff. I'm looking up...
Your Highness, The Sitter.
I sit for a living.
This was enjoyable, though. I enjoyed it. It's like, is it as good as the first one? No. And let's just get that right there.
There's a reason why it's not as good as the first one. It's because every slasher movie that came after it has kind of dulled down the effects that it would have. But do not fool yourself into thinking that this is going to be some subpar horror slasher movie.
Like a lot of the shit I see.
Yes.
This was enjoyable.
Yes.
Jamie Lee Curtis did great. She
came
back as Laurie Strode. Judy Greer, who voices Carol on Archer, and unfortunately I could only hear Carol quotes through half of her dialogue. You're not my supervisor, Grandma!
There were great little moments of levity to break up the tension.
Yeah. Without
taking you too far out of it.
True.
Except if you're me and you look at things and you're like, that doesn't work like that in physics.
It doesn't. So let's recount the plot. So basically 40 years after, this is ignoring every single sequel, including...
Which is a good idea.
Right. Well, Halloween H2O wasn't bad. The problem is the timeline was a little muddled. Because it also took place after Halloween 2. Mm-hmm. Electric.
Boogaloo.
Yes. This took place after the 1978 edition.
Yes.
40 years later, Laurie Strode is, and this is basically recounting the plot, Laurie Strode is all paranoid and everything, as you would be if you saw people you knew get killed and you were attacked.
And you know that thing is still alive.
Right.
Watching. Waiting.
She passed menopause, though. You meant Michael Myers, didn't you?
Yeah.
How did I equate those two together?
You didn't. You were trying to make a joke.
I failed miserably?
Yes.
Okay, yes. But enjoyable movie where you had... Laurie's been preparing. She's been preparing her house. And, it's for security measures and everything, stuff that shuts the doors. Because you see the stuff in the trailer. You even have Nick Castle come back as the Shape. And he directed The Last Starfighter. That guy directed The Last Starfighter. He was the original Michael Myers, by the way.
Just like how it's credited as The Shape.
Well, see, that's what they did in the first one. Haluk Billinger, however the hell you say his goddamn name.
Vagina.
I mean,
we'll call him that.
he was basically I guess an Arab or Hispanic Dr. Loomis? Indian?
Bill Jenner is a...
Oh, okay.
It's probably Indian.
Yes, definitely Indian, judging by the way I'm looking. He was in something called The Last Schnitzel. That's not a euphemism. He was actually in that. But yeah, he was in that, and he was good.
Yeah.
He was good as, a different Dr. Loomis.
Yes.
Who? Yeah. Well, we'll get to in a bit later. But you had him. You had you had two people that were trying to make a documentary, or something.
And for once, someone didn't break the rules in the first 10 seconds of the film.
Be stupid?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they were pretty...
where do you think we should...
Well, let's see. Let's talk about the people though. You had Ryan Reese, Rihan Reese.
Rihan Reese.
She was Dana Haynes. Yeah, you had some cool people in this. The bottom line is, you had
solid actors and actresses.
You had solid actors and actresses, and Michael Myers escapes and then goes on a killing spree.
Liquid ones, I'd be a little concerned.
Do you want to? You're talking about. Okay, I'm just gonna move on from that.
You should.
Yes. Michael Myers escapes basically, prolonging Laurie's,
because
tension.
it's expected.
Because if he didn't, we would have 25 minutes of a movie.
And so he left on the bus to go into a mental asylum,
and was never heard from again. So yeah, now we're gonna get. There was some there was some good tension, the music. Yes. I like the synth score and all that. Some good mood, and now we're gonna get into spoilers. So the spoilers.
Spoilers.
I was wondering what you were doing there at first. I thought air was leaking. So
yes.
Technically,
that would be still correct.
It would be. So basically, okay. So with the spoilers and
that is how sound is made.
I don't know how things work.
I know.
Yeah. But again, Jamie Lee Curtis was fantastic.
Yes.
Judy Greer was really good. Again, still could only hear Carol lines from half of her dialogue. Sweet Caroline. So good. So good. And I do want to point out that the Judy Greer plays Karen, who is Laurie Strode's daughter.
Mm-hmm. For the first part of this film, though,
she played it like a robot.
She did. It
was so stiff and unbelievably robotic.
But basically they're estranged and everything because Laurie, being crazy after the shape.
What? People are strange when you're a stranger.
We were making a ton of jokes during this. Like, we even at one point did the peace sign at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is just absolutely hilarious, and we'll get to that. I do want to point out that Andy Matichuk? No.
And I don't know. It looks like Andy Matichuk.
She played Allison.
As a matter of Chuck.
She played the granddaughter,
yes.
And Laurie's out to protect her.
Correct.
Though she's a bit of a shut-in, understandable. Because again, she watched her friends get murdered, and 40 years later, it's still haunting her. Because, Michael Myers is still alive. Now, they did have two guys play the shape, Michael Myers, as you should, because, Nick Castle's a little bit old. And Jude Courtney, he played the shape.
Yes.
He was. I mean, you didn't really get to see anybody
I think they wanted to have Nick until they could get the mask on plot-wise.
Yeah.
That way, people could be like, "Oh my God, it's the guy!"
It is, and but it was cool to see him in there.
Yes.
It was cool and nice that they were able to get him back. I will say that the writing was very good in this. It did pay homage while carving its own path.
It didn't rely too much on self-reference, but it had just enough for the people who've seen the original Halloween, or who know just horror tropes in general, be like, "Oh!"
Oh, they did the thing.
Yes.
They do recaps. They have, Donald Pleasance's Dr. Loomis, on audio tape and stuff like that, because audio tape was a thing in the 70s. They have a lot of good stuff in this, though. You had the credit sequence where they had we're really tired. They had the credit sequence where the pumpkin, instead of being fully together, was all rotted and then slowly being pumped back up,
And then being a jackass in the back theater.
Just an air pump. God damn it, man. That was just fucking great. But from there, you do have, you have the people visiting Michael.
Yes.
Don't get too close to him. The doctor tells them not to get too close. Stay behind the yellow line.
And they do that.
Which is shocking. And
wow.
Right, and they bring the mask out, which he doesn't respond. But he does respond. He just didn't respond the way they wanted.
Yes.
Because later, of course, the bus crashes.
Because of course.
Because Laurie's panicking. She sees the bus leave. She wanted to kill him but couldn't. Then the bus crashes because Michael is he just has to kill. That's basically what it is. He just has to.
How he broke free? Nobody knows.
Yeah, I mean the doctor kind of described it. He broke free, which we don't know how. Killed one guard, killed the bus driver. The doctor even gets shot.
Someone give him spinach.
Is that it?
Probably. I've seen it in cartoons.
the sailor man. He has his life in a can. While this stuff's going on with the dog, like
Watch it spin its round into a beautiful oblivion.
rendezvous.
And I'm through with you.
There we go.
I quit.
Wait. That's your house, though. So, but anyway, you have like the usual stuff where people are like, "Wait, I'm gonna go take care of this, and I'll be back." Now, people did that a lot, and you said about the victims.
A lot of them probably wouldn't have died if they weren't so goddamn stupid all the goddamn always.
And weren't so bad at everything.
Correct. They
Yeah.
were stupid and bad at everything. Now, there were some that died because who would have seen that coming?
Yeah, and also because he's a killer
Yes.
and pretty powerful.
There was one probably this kid that just stole the absolute every scene he was in.
Oh, the sassy black kid.
Yes.
I didn't even catch
He
his
is-
name.
He was golden. He was so goddamn enjoyable to watch.
He was.
He was 100% pure sass.
And it was amazing. He was every sassy character, sassy black, sassy character in general in the movie.
Yeah. He was so enjoyable, and it's a good thing he didn't go and get dead.
What did happen to him? He just ran off.
He ran off to get the cops.
Oh,
and
that's right. Okay.
That's why the cops came.
Right. I mean, I was actually kind of concerned what happened to him. That's a little bit later on in the movie. Of course,
I like the way though that they built up to him getting the mask. They started building the whole mystique
Yeah.
around him. That way, people who haven't seen the original Halloween and who are going to see that could look at it and pick up on just how intimidating a presence this person is.
despite the fact it's a William Shatner mask.
In spite of it,
Right. Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
It's truly not that big of a deal that it's a William Shatner mask. It was,
Oh no, I just find it funny. I mean,
there's something on the wing of the plane.
just picturing him being a killer.
It's William Shatner? No.
Yeah, really. I mean, he kills all the songs he tries to sing. But you build up the whole thing where, like, you got the guy in the...
you hear is Espanola.
Oh, God. The guy and the girl that, visited Laurie Strode, trying to find out more information
Yes.
about it. Then the bus crashes soon after. So Michael escapes.
And through his magic serial murderer powers, locates exactly where they are.
Right. He somehow manages to get to the exact same gas station they're at after taking the cop's vehicle. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, not a cop's vehicle. It was a hunt. It was a not a granddad.
Yeah.
Granddad.
Granddad.
It was a father and son.
Yeah.
They were going to go out hunting. And this is actually where we first saw our first on-screen death. And boy, did it leave a mark. Because he killed a kid.
Yeah. And that's something that set the tone where I'm like, ooh, we got a different Michael Myers here because he's
not just your average supernatural serial murderer. Now he kills the kiddos.
Yeah. To be fair though, I think the kid's big forehead kind of led to his death because otherwise a normal skull wouldn't have been
It's like a big billboard.
What? Kill me, smash me into a window. Then the dad ends up dead, of course. You find his death off screen. There were 12 deaths that I counted in this movie. I was counting them.
Yeah, I know.
That was a little scary, wasn't it?
No, what was scary was you applauding whenever he killed someone.
I was a little gleeful during that. I like a lot of horror movies, in case you haven't guessed.
What?
Shocking, right? But what was great about that is it did build up to the whole thing with the mask.
Yeah.
Suddenly he takes the dad's vehicle. He gets to the same gas station that the film, the investigators get to.
Yep.
Private investigators get to. Guy's filling up his gas. Girl goes to use the loo. Mm-hmm. The bathroom because the guy was so backwoods.
What, are you gonna go skip to it?
And then, yeah, what, my darling. Yes, a song. Yes, I sung in elementary school. But as she's asking for directions to the loo, you can see in the
Did
window.
they ask you to leave? Or you meant when you were in elementary?
When I was in elementary, not. Okay, let's move on from that because that sounds a lot creepy. I'm not that creepy. Seriously, I'm weird, but anybody that does that to kids, no. But
Yes.
so, as in the background, when this girl's happening, one of my favorite scenes is he's beating the mechanic that was looking inside the hood. He's beating him. He somehow kills the cashier without anybody noticing.
Awesome.
On a bit, right? That was great. It was like Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
They didn't rely on CG.
No.
They focused on pure practical effects.
And that's why John Carpenter really liked it, I think. You know, the idea. So he ends up killing the guy by smashing it. Well, at first, the whole teeth thing, I just loved that. That was
a nice touch.
That was a very nice touch. While the girl's taking a shit or whatever.
That's the tooth.
The thing is, Michael's trying to get into the stall and then throws the teeth in there. She freaks out.
This is what I think of Darkness Falls.
To be fair, that lone scene was better than the whole movie Darkness Falls.
Yeah.
The guy gets killed. She gets dispatched. Michael really was a lot more rageful here.
He was also a lot more vulnerable in the sense that people would still attack him and you could see him visibly take damage, but the intimidation came from him not reacting that much to it.
Well, no, because he's soulless.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, you have the rest of the deaths and stuff like that. One death I am thankful for. Now, we did get some homages where he, after getting a knife from a lady, after hitting her with a hammer, he's just wandering around the neighborhood. As he's leaving that house, he goes by a crib. That's the one death I'm glad we didn't get. Because you had a kid crying in
the kid probably still would have died if they don't know that the mom is dead.
True, but let's ignore that. Let's ignore that.
Yes.
Or the kid becomes sentient, it's like...
The kid's already sentient.
More sentient, and he grows up so fast. He has like Robin Williams' syndrome from Jack. He just grows up that fast. But this is good, though.
Yes.
From there, you get more deaths. You get the whole tension building. You have a school dance where you must always have a school dance. A school dance with a bigger budget than I think a school would have.
A school dance that had a DJ.
And
a school dance where nobody died. In a horror movie.
Right.
Nobody died in the school dance in a horror movie.
And we'll give them credit for not going the route I thought they were going to go.
Yes. I enjoyed that immensely. I was expecting
lots of death.
Cheesy tropes to be done.
I was. There were some cheesy tropes because there was people doing stupid shit to be victims.
Yes.
What was nice is they built towards the end and everything.
Because people are stupid and bad at everything.
Right, they are. Michael ends up dying. And they built really nice tension.
Sure.
Maybe not.
Then when they went back to the stairs after everything was on fire...
He wasn't there.
How did he get out? Impossible.
Or is it?
Yes.
It is impossible because it was a basement.
Exactly.
But he got out.
Somehow.
Right. Hopefully they don't do that. Hopefully they
Freddy versus Jason versus Michael.
How?
Michael loses. He's got like 2 fingers now, tops.
Yeah, that was pretty
Jodie Foster, she put up a great fight.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm sorry, I'm getting my horror icons mixed up.
It's okay. You were doing the Clarice line before this review.
Yeah, I was. Hi, I'm the Durbinator.
And you were tired.
Yes.
But we're all tired. What was nice, so yeah, there was that moment where Jamie Lee Curtis, even though she was fully prepared, when the showdown came,
yes,
she got caught by the door and almost strangled because she was stupid to get right next to the goddamn door.
Yes.
Maybe if I just go near the door, I should be fine.
I know he broke through the glass.
That was some good stuff. One death that I did like earlier was the whole thing where the kid asked the babysitter, hey, can you close the closet door? Boom, boom, and stab.
She opens up. Nope.
I mean, that probably would have been better if she had done that.
I'm just gonna leave you here right now. Let's get out of here. But she made the terrible mistake of running on a wood floor with socks on.
Yeah. That too.
She should have stopped to take off her socks, is what I'm saying.
And get stabbed.
Probably.
Okay.
But honestly, with how slow Michael Myers was moving, I don't think it was that much of a problem.
This is true. He was.
Why didn't she roll?
She's blonde? She's used to rolling over? Am I just being mean here at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. But okay, were there problems?
Sure.
One thing I didn't like, and I knew it was going to happen. They did a couple too many of the jump scare music.
Yes.
Now, I got that they didn't do as many as I thought they were going to do.
Yes.
That's a bit of a downgrade, because I hate that in horror movies.
Yeah, overexposure of jump scares can be a bit of a problem.
The Nun.
And the spike in
Music.
Yeah, just for the sake of... Oh no, it's an empty closet. Oh no, it's a dead guy in a closet. Oh no, it's the other half of that closet.
Yeah, that was. I will say this: there were people saying the last 10 minutes were super intense. They were intense. I don't know if they were as intense as people said they were.
Yeah. I do like how it played out. I do love some of that one moment. Jamie Lee Curtis is thrown out the window, and Michael Myers here's the
Allison.
Yeah, Allison. So he turns his attention away, and then he looks back, and Jamie Lee Curtis is gone.
Which is just an homage to the first one. I mean, but where Michael's disappeared after Loomis shot him.
That was beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, that's fantastic.
That was really, really well done.
That is when the predator became the prey.
I hated the movie Prey, or The Prey.
Mm.
But, basically,
Strangers Prey at night.
I did a review of that, and that got like almost 600 views.
Do.
So, basically, Michael died, maybe didn't die, got trapped in this basement, and incinerated. That was her idea, incinerate everything, which is a good idea.
Yes.
And now we're going to...
This isn't a cage. It's a trap. Which is technically still a cage.
We need Admiral Akbar here to confirm.
Yeah, it's a trap. It's also a cage. Why do you guys keep hiring me?
So, that's the end of that. We're just going to end the spoilers right. And welcome back.
Hello!
Welcome back. So, should you see this movie? Yes. If you like slashers, if you enjoyed Jamie Lee Curtis, if you enjoyed the first Halloween. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, in summation, you don't have to see the original Halloween movies to understand what's going on in the film. They're not reliant upon you having seen the previous movies. The Rob Zombie remake that nobody talks about.
True. Well, to be fair, it does ignore all the sequels except the first one.
Yes.
I didn't mind the Rob Zombie one. Scout Taylor Compton was pretty fucking gorgeous.
Yeah. But regardless, very enjoyable horror slasher film of doom.
Yes.
You can hop into this without having known anything about Halloween prior. Don't know why you would.
Like Halloween
But-
Richard Pryor?
It doesn't require you to know the history because it's a 40-year-old movie.
True. If you know the history, it's even better, though.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say that it's not as good as the first one. I'm gonna knock it down to an A-, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm very nitpicky when I watch movies because I look at things and I'm like, that's not how it works.
That's not how things work.
But my nitpicks aside, I enjoyed this. I'm gonna go B+.
I mean, maybe I'm grading it a little bit higher.
As a horror movie, I give it a B+. As an actual, like, if you can't grade it based on every other movie out there.
No.
But as a horror movie, I give it a B+.
A- for me, and that's mainly because I enjoyed it. I don't know if I enjoyed this as much as Hereditary or Quiet Place, but it was damn close. But let's see what you think on the Derb's poll.
Oh, yeah, my poll. It's somewhere around there.
Okay.
Magic.
So do you agree, disagree? Did you enjoy Halloween? Did you
I
enjoy
agree,
horror?
disagreed.
You enjoy horror movies? Do you not? I mean, if you're not enjoying horror movies, why are you watching near 20-minute review?
Yeah.
I mean, appreciate you watching, but just the questions you need to ask yourself.
Anyway, this has been...
Who the hell am I? Oh, real.
This is Real Honesty with John Ritland.
That's right. That's me. You are.
I am the Derbinator. Hello.
And
Join us next time on
something.
Dirk.